Please be seated. My friends, we are gathered today on this lovely Saturday evening in April to bring together this man and this woman in blessed matrimony. We have assembled in this temple of the cinema, a palace built to house dreams of celluloid. And here today it houses a different but equally important dream. A palace, a temple, so grand that it reminds us of the biblical temple described in Ezekiel 40:43. Then he brought me into the inner court through the south gate, and he measured the south gate. It had the same measurements as the others. Its alcoves, its projecting walls, and its portico had the same measurements as the others. The gateway and its portico had openings all around. It was 50 cubits long and 25 cubits wide. Its portico faced the outer court. Palm trees decorated its jambs, and 8 steps led up to it. Then he brought me to the inner court on the east side, and he measured the gateway. It had the same measurements as the others. Its alcoves, its projecting walls, and its portico had the same measurements as the others. Let me see, where was I? Yes, where were we? One velvet vest, $5.79. No, it's my dry cleaning ticket, I'm sorry. Yes, here we are. It was 50 cubits long and 25 cubits wide. Its portico faced the outer court. Palm trees decorated the jambs on either side, and 8 steps led up to it. I now have been told that the brother of the groom would like to read a passage.
Let's have a little talk about tweedle beetles. What do you know about tweedle beetles? Well, when tweedle beetles fight, it's called a tweedle beetle battle. And when they battle in a puddle, it's a tweedle beetle puddle battle. And when tweedle beetles battle with paddles in a puddle, they call it a tweedle beetle puddle paddle battle. And when beetles battle beetles in a puddle, paddle battle, and the beetle battle puddle is a puddle in a bottle, they call this a tweedle beetle bottle puddle a paddle battle muddle. And when beetles fight these battles in a bottle with their paddles, and the bottle's on a poodle, and the poodle's eating noodles, they call this a muddle puddle tweedle poodle beetle noodle bottle paddle battle. Thank you.
Thank you. That was highly irregular. Now to continue, Jonathan and Cordelia have come here today to celebrate their relationship and to pledge themselves to one another, to share in each other's joys and sorrows, and devote themselves to each other's happiness and well-being. Marriage. What is marriage? Webster's dictionary defines marriage as
a lot of baloney!
I beg your pardon?
I said it's a lot of baloney. Why, I be married to 5 fine wenches in 5 different ports, and I still don't see what all the fuss is about.
But that's bigamy!
Bigamy? You didn't have to marry any of them.
I mean, it's illegal.
Well, it's certainly exhausting.
What is the meaning of this intrusion?
I be looking for the groom. Where is he?
Oh, yeah? Who wants to know?
Cotton Bloodguard Bone Scar has some old business he'd like to settle.
I'm so sorry, Cordelia. I don't think John is coming. I have a feeling he's somewhere very, very far away, and he's not going to be here at all. So, goodbye.
You're not so fast, scallywag! Now prepare to meet your maker!
Hold it right there. You can take that. Ha!
Whoa, wait a minute. What? Why do you have a sword?
Well, they told me marriage wasn't going to be easy.
Put your arm down, me dear! 'Tis only the groom that I want. A fine prize for Cotton Bone Scar.
No! Nobody threatens my future husband except for me. And sometimes maybe his mom. On guard!
Pity your wedding will be cut so terribly short.
You know, Professor Simon is right about you pilots. Really are the stubborn heroes, but I would never get married without at least one good sword fight in the program. Now go tell your captain that his business here is settled. And the next time he wants to get to my husband, he has to go through me first.
There better be an open bar.
Hold this, will you?
Certainly. I'll just put it up. Wait a minute! Oh. Now, where were we? In all my years, I've never had... Well, anyway, let the ceremony continue. The nature of love is not so hard to understand. As human beings, it is our wont to care for one another by entering into the bonds of marriage Cordelia and Jonathan have chosen openly,
Let me just mark right this way. Hello, are you on the right side or the left side? Wonderful to see you, folks. Let's see what's going on around here. I've never seen a scene like this in all my life. Why, this doesn't look like any wedding I've ever seen. Let me see, how do you get up on the stage? How do you get up? Well, if it isn't me, ladies and gentlemen, you're all looking very well this evening. I guess that means I haven't started yet. Have I been talking this whole time? Say, this doesn't look like anything I've ever seen. This isn't the Copacabana. I'll have to have a word with my agent. But what word should it be? There's so many to choose from.
Excuse me, please. Can't you see there is a ceremony in progress?
Why, of course I can see that. What an insulting question. I wonder if you can see it. I wonder if you can see anything at all. You haven't got your glasses on. Now then, what's going on here?
This is a wedding ceremony, of course.
Ah, yes, it doesn't look like any ceremony I've ever seen, and I guess that explains it. Well then, wire me when you begin the drawing ceremony. Toodaloo!
Have you no respect for the sanctity of marriage?
Of course I have. I happen to be a married man myself, on my father's side. Now then, who are you?
Why, I'm the minister.
Oh, so you're the minister. Well, we can't all be the minister. Any one of us might be the minister. How do I know you're a real minister?
My clerical collar, of course.
I've got a pair of cufflinks. It doesn't make me a rabbi. I tried to become a rabbi, but they wouldn't let this much ham in the temple.
Sir, please show respect. This is a wedding.
Yes, yes. Don't you know better than to go yelling wedding in a crowded theater? A reception could break out.
Will you please take your seat?
Well, I guess I'll have to, if you insist upon it. But I'll be around if you need me, and the longer you drone on and on, the more likely you are to say the secret word, and the duck will come down and pay you $100. It's a common word, something you always have with you. Welcome to You Get Your Wife.
Sit down!
Toodles!
In all my years, if there will be rings.
Oh, sure.
Good.
John, quit joking around. Get the ring.
No, I got it. I wouldn't leave the house without the ring, would I? Would I?
You looking for these?
Oh, he's got them. I knew I had them. I knew they were here. Thanks, Buckaroo.
That's far enough, partner. Now, I could never risk me a nice little bit of gold.
Gold? Oh, well, listen, joke's on you, Mr. Bandit, because those aren't gold. Those are tungsten. Cheap, worthless tungsten.
Wait, you told me those were solid gold.
Oh, no, they are. They are. Completely, 100%. Very expensive.
Oh, yippee, I knew!
No, they're not. They're fake. They're not real.
Well, which is it? Are they fake or real?
Well, they're... Yes.
I don't care if the rings are expensive or not. I'm taking them, and I'm taking what I want from the rest of you, too.
Hold on, you don't.
What the?
Whoa. You have a gun? Why do you have a gun?
Well, they also told me marriage wasn't going to be easy. All right, hand them over.
Oh, okay.
Nobody has to get hurt.
All right, here we go.
All right, now I'm going to put these in my pocket. Now listen, you're not going to rob any of these people, and I don't want to see you interrupting anybody else's weddings for any bits of gold. You understand that?
I suppose I know when I'm licked. All right, partner. You win.
I'll get. All right. Don't let me see you around here again.
John, look out!
Now get out of here, I said! Stay out! Now let's finish this.
You know, I'm not so sure about you having a gun.
Oh, what, this?
Yeah.
Oh, it's perfectly safe. I know exactly what I'm doing. There's nothing... Well,
This doesn't happen in the suburbs. Oh, I can't stand it. The hell with this. I've never been so manhandled in all my life. Physical danger, pirates. What kind of people are you? You want a wedding? You can handle it all yourselves. I'm never going to do another wedding, and I might just convert.
Wait,
come back! Forget it! I won't shoot you anymore. It was a one-time thing. I won't... Oh, no. Oh. Well, now what are we going to do?
I don't suppose there's anyone in the audience who could perform a wedding. Is there a wedding in the
So, wait, you don't mean to tell me that you can do it, Groucho?
Well, don't laugh, but I happen to be an ordained minister on my mother's side. Now then, why don't we have a wedding, kids?
Oh, sure.
So, you're getting married. That's right, that's you, isn't it?
Yes.
And we're all going to get food eventually.
I hope so.
There's going to be food, folks. I think it's best to write that right into the ceremony. But in all seriousness, it certainly is inspiring to see two kids like you tying the knot. This should put to rest forever the rumor that knots can only be tied by Boy Scouts and midshipmen. Assuming neither of you is either of those. Love can take many forms. In fact, love does take many forms. We have many forms to fill out after the ceremony. Paperwork, the cornerstone of any successful marriage. But here I am blabbering about when the whole day is supposed to be about the two of you, unfortunately. So now, if there are no objections, I'll open the floor, and we'll all fall through it. No, I'll open the floor to questions and comments from the bride and groom.
Wait!
Now, hopefully there's
Stop the wedding! Miranda, I love you. I've never loved anyone else, and I have proof that Warren is only using you for... Wait a minute, this isn't the Smith-Kaminsky wedding?
No, that's at the Stanley Theater. It's across the street. It's the Jehovah's Witness Church. She's probably in there.
Holy baloney, what are the odds?
bound to happen sooner or later. Well, now that we've cleared up all the objections, we come to the part of the ceremony where we get to find out how serious you two kids are about this thing. Now then, do you take this bum, a gentleman, to be your lawfully wedded husband, whether he's sick as a dog or healthy as an ox, prince or pauper, and until both of you shall kick the bucket?
I do.
And to you, sir, the same question. Do you take this lady to be your lawfully wedded wife, whether she's healthy or sick, rich or poor, angry or content? I think that's an important one, don't you? Until the both of you are pushing up daisies.
I do.
Well then, if you still have the rings, I think it only natural that you exchange them. Of course, if you wait till tomorrow, the rate of exchange fee go up. And after the wedding, we'll all go to a pawn shop. That'll give me something to hawk about.
I hate to interrupt you, Archie, but I think we forgot the vows.
Oh, we did forget the vows. We had an intrusion early. Well, we might as well do some vows. Well, yes, oh, that's the open the floor. I'll open the floor and we'll all fall through. It was funny the second time, I thought. Now then, we will open the floor to questions and comments from the bride and groom. Hopefully there's no questions. I assume you two have met at some point before. Why did you say some beautiful things to each other? And we'll seal the deal.
I'll begin.
All right.
I just want to say, John, I loved you from the minute that we met, and all my life, as a kid, I always dreamed that if ever I got married, it would be something ridiculous and fun, something exactly like this, with Darth Vader and pirates and cowboys and Groucho Marx. And before I even ever told you that, you suggested it all by yourself. That's how perfect this is. And, you know, you've been my college crush that I never got over. He's been my partner in a million puppet shows and my best friend on every adventure that we've ever been on ever since then. And I want to thank you for all of it. Thank you for sticking with me.
Don't have to shake hands.
I'm shaking your hand, yeah! Oh no! It's my hair on the microphone. No, and I just wanted to also say thank you so much for writing this amazing, hilarious script. You wrote this. A round of applause for John.
Well, I mean, she helped in more ways than I think are countable. So, it's not all me. Thank you, though. I really appreciate it. And now for my vows, I wrote them down. So I couldn't memorize them. So just give me 1 second. We're here somewhere. Ah, here it is.
And if anyone objects to this marriage...
Wait a minute. So thank you, of course, I didn't do it on my own. This is happening with both of us. Okay. Now you mentioned the college crush. It's true that we did meet in college. And I must say, from the very moment that I met you, I felt an instant connection. You are the kindest, sincerest, most open person that I've ever known and am ever likely to know. I've always felt at ease around you, and whether it was the numerous lunches and dinners that we shared together at NYU, up until this very moment, there's no one else I've ever felt as close to and at home with, except possibly that baby. It's okay, Yasko. It'll be done soon. Now, I've never been the best with words, and I hope I do a good job of expressing even a small iota of how I feel. And I think that you have helped me become my best self. And I don't think I can explain how intrinsically I love you and I want to protect you. I want to give you everything you've ever wanted, and it would make me the happiest man in the world if I could. And I intend to try. So now we can do the ring part.
You sure you don't want to do the I do's again? That was pretty good.
I do.
I do too.
Okay.
Well, if there's no more interruptions, and with these two anything is liable to happen, I will pause expectantly. All right. Well then, by the power vested in me...
Wait, no, I'll do the rings first.
Might as well do the rings.
All right. So you have to give me the right finger because I don't know which one
This
it
is the one.
That one? Okay. Now, with me. Now.
You're sure about it?
I hope so. Maybe.
Well then, if there are no more characters or interruptions, or forgetful officiants, by the power vested in me by Samuel Goldwyn and the Brooklyn Doctors, I pronounce you man and wife and woman and husband, the four of you. You may now kiss each other in any way you please. Keep it clean for the census.